Hello there, my name is Nihil, and I'm finally, after a little bit of a break, actually back for you with CSGO content here. So this is a match I played on FaceIT, and I thought I was just gonna take some of the matches I play on FaceIT and actually go ahead and try and commentate like the gameplay, maybe kind of analyze also what we're doing here. So this is a pretty funny round. Okay, so see, this is actually the third round. We won the first two as T on Inferno here. And you can hear the call here, go B. We didn't realize they were actually stacking B. This is a pretty funny round here. So now, actually that is censored calling.
Yeah, let's go CT to A.
And now they go CT to A. I'm the guy that's kind of lurking. I thought that was pretty funny. We actually pushed into their stack, got 3 kills, lost 1 person, and then actually wrapped the round here to A. And it's going to be the third round that we win here, as you can see right here. I'm actually 0-2. This was not a good game for me, but ultimately it doesn't really matter as long as the team is feeling good. Now, this is an interesting game. So I queued with Censored and Metric, 2 friends of mine, and then the other 2 are randoms. And when they communicate, you'll probably hear that they definitely sounded like they were very young players. They would unfortunately also sometimes use their own language, which I believe was Polish, to basically yell at each other or something. Our teammate there died as well. That was really unnecessary. Anyways, let's get into this. This is my point of view here.
Force rush B.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is going to be interesting. We actually decide to do a force rush B. Tech 9 train is on its way, basically. Check out how this works. So we're pushing in. One guy is AFK. Okay, this is essentially... This is really bad. We're getting... Metric, rather, got some really nice entry facts there. I'm planting the bomb behind Fountain, pretty standard. The problem is one of our guys isn't there. Because he was AFK, and now he's kind of running in a random direction. And I'm talking about Minix here, obviously, in the south of the map. I don't know what he was thinking. He's now pushing up alt mid. Why? Now he's going through Vietnam or Mexico or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, we have this hold down. Unfortunately, Metric gets killed there. Probably shouldn't have faced the enemies. I'm in ruins though. I'm doing the same mistake.
CT.
We're actually getting cleaned up. I get 1 kill. And it's too late at this point. I actually get killed here because I suck at aiming, but it's going to be alright. So this could have been, everybody dies actually, but this could have been around, well, we won it, but still it could have gone much better. Okay, that's what I think is really important to realize here. Yes, we won the round, but there was one guy here for no reason at all. And, you know, had we done a proper hold, we could have gotten basically everybody killed and maybe lose like maybe 1 or 2 people, okay? But we didn't. We all died, okay? So this was really expensive for us. It was really unnecessary.
Wait.
All right, and this would be the 11th round. You can see there's a lot of chaos at round start here. But that's all right. I actually have the bomb. And I'm kind of taking it to apartments, preparing kind of an A push, potentially.
Two banana pushing.
We lose 2 people in banana. So now it's 3v4. It's going to be hard to actually make something happen here. So let's see what happens. Actually, one more person gets cleaned up, unfortunately. Now it's me and Mishiek, who I obviously don't know. Also, I can't help but notice how incredibly wrong this minimap is. That's really stupid. So I'm really kind of out of ideas here at this point. So my plan was to go B rather, which actually, as it turns out, is a pretty good idea. Assuming they're gonna rotate over pretty soon here because we're not doing anything. But let's see. Ultimately, we have time. 40 seconds left, so we can do this. We have enough time to push B. For some reason, they're not rotating. At this point, they should absolutely rotate somebody over. But they didn't for some reason. So I'm just throwing the smoke, CT smoke, flash, and I'm pushing in, get the guy. So everything is going our way here. Let's see what happens. My teammate actually, I believe, smoked ruins, so that's pretty good. I have CT smoked, so that's good. So we can definitely safely plant this here. Now all we need to do is hold and actually get a 6th rack through a smoke. Really lucky here. So what happens? None of us is actually looking at ruins. Well, the guy turned around, but it was a little bit too late. And my bullets apparently do 0 damage. And I didn't get the kill. So that was really sad. I was kind of a round that was on my shoulders, and I guess I screwed up the spray, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, it felt like some of my bullets weren't really registering that second there. But it was an interesting round, something we could have definitely won had I had more individual skill and would have gotten the kills there. I did get that one unexpected frag through the smoke, though. That was pretty cool.
Angles because they're playing aggressive like everywhere. They're pushing banana mid, everything.
Let's take a look at the next round here. Am I still on the bottom? Nope, I'm actually slightly over my teammate censored here. We're both having a horrible game. 3 people banana.
Oh, banana.
And me and Metric are actually in apartments. Again, this map is so wrong.
Play defense. Nice, bro.
So we're trying to play defense, but people were pushing both in banana as well as mid, and both of them got killed. So now it's a 3v5 and the round is basically lost. I get a kill. I'm gonna try and grab the bomb. The bomb is to the left and south of me, but I do actually get opt here.
Hostile car.
But there was nobody pushing with me, so I was all alone. So there's no potential to be like traded or something. So that was a mistake. I should have called for backup there. So our 2 remaining terrorists prepare an A take. Get the entry. But what's going on now? So now they're going to be... Let's see if this works out. No. The reason why this doesn't work out is because this guy is already calling that they're not coming to A. So he knows exactly what's going on. And they're probably hearing them as well. So... what would have been better here, now if there's 1 guy and 4 enemies or 3 enemies, what would have been better here is to actually just get the entry and then actually just not be fancy and just push in, okay?
Let's go all apartments A, 2 pit. Yeah.
Okay, this round the call, as you could hear probably, was for everybody to actually go apartments.
Don't block, don't stop, that's good.
And we're on an eco, I believe. So let's see what happens here. First of all, well, people are taking weird routes, but whatever, that's all right. We're in apartments, in CT apartments now, pushing up.
Okay, let's just jump out, try to get kills.
And let's see what happens. Well, we actually got some entries, but there's an op there. And he hits every single shot. Now he gets backstabbed, but now it's 2v2. Pretty good situation there. We just need the bomb to be planted. He's taking forever to plant the bomb. That was a recurring theme with this player. It always took like seconds too long. And now it's 1v2.
Library.
He's playing in graveyard, gets the first kill, but then gets traded by the other guy. It was a good eco, that's true. However, it could also have been a 1 round. In the 2v2 situation, that should actually sort of favor us because we were picking up guns, and yeah, the op got way too many kills here. So there was not really any communication. People should have called library, you know, including me, by the way. I mean, I died to the same guy. So we should have just called, you know, op library, and then maybe the kill would have come in sooner, but we didn't. Let's take a look at the follow-up round here as well, because why not? So Metric gets picked in mid, I believe. 3 of us in apartments. Censored gets a kill into banana, so that's good. For some reason, they're not rotating over. Probably because we're still making a lot of noise. Unfortunately, the Godless gets 2 kills. So that was really unfortunate. We got an opening here, but decided to push on into A. The right thing would have been for us to pull back immediately and just go into B. But for some reason we kept on pushing into A and ran into a meat grinder of CTs that were just getting us from both sides. And 3 people here got killed by 1 guy there and I got killed by this guy there. So really unnecessary. We should have, as soon as the kill happened here, we should have just rotated back. And at this point, I feel like a lot of the rounds we're losing here is because we're trying to be too fancy. We're trying to, you know, fake and fake again. We're playing the meta, basically. When we really shouldn't try and do that. We really should try and just play it simple. So get an entry frag and just go there.
Nice.
Don't get an entry frag, then fake and then try to go to the other bomb site. That sounds good in theory, but in practice, it shows against these guys, they just don't rotate. They just never rotate, ever. So really shouldn't, that really shouldn't happen. Now this round, as you can see, is pretty much a 1.
Where?
It's a guy on bomb site somehow. Let's see if I get him. Nope, he gets me. And he gets another guy, so now it's a 1v1.
Last
Our player
side,
metric.
side. No, diffuse.
And unfortunately, we lose the 1v1 and lost a round that should never have been lost. Okay. It's another really, really, really bad post-planned hold here from us. And he gets it with about 0.4 seconds remaining, if I remember correctly. So that was the T-half.
Good health.
It was okay because we got 7 rounds in as Ts on Inferno. That's actually not too bad. So we were still pretty cheerful at this point. All right, and welcome to the CT side, where this game actually starts going downhill, okay? I can tell you that much already. So let's take a look here. This guy is first of all, he's AFK, which really sucks. Then he kind of moves towards B, realizes there's too many people B, and then turns around. And now we get the call B, so it's a pretty weird setup here. They're all in B, nobody died. We get 1 kill here, 2 kills. This guy gets traded 3v3, 1 guy gets killed. And now it's a 2v3 and it's really difficult for us. Let's see what can do. I get really unlucky, like they peek me every time. I'm not expecting them to peek me. I get this guy to like 1 HP. I have to check here. I'm the last guy and I get killed. So really unfortunate pistol round. They all pushed pretty well coordinated into B, 5 of them.
Let's force buy.
And the problem was there were 2 people here.
Let's go 3B, 2A.
Too kind of confused, probably. I can't draw sometimes, it's weird. These guys were pretty confused here because this guy was like pushing up, then he was pushing back, and then he had to come back again. So it was just overall weird. So this round we're set up for a 3B, 2A, which I don't necessarily agree with. And as you can see, now we have 2 people playing A. I'm getting smoked out at quad here, or porch. A guy that plays Arch gets
Arch.
actually gets killed.
Attack 168.
Coming A.
And I'm like the guy here with a pistol that has to try and hit any shots, but I'm not connecting any shots apparently. So now it's a 5v2. Again, another round. We have no chance of winning. So had we had 3 people play here and 2 people here, it would have been a different story, and it definitely would have favored our chances. Although having said that, we were on full save, so honestly, there was really nothing. Actually, that's not true. I think we did a P250 armor, but still, we were on eco. You know, chances are I didn't have a P250 for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but ultimately we were in favor to win this round, anyways. But still, you know, having 3 people here when 5 people or 4 people rush there. You need those people here. That's why on Inferno you do that. So now is where things get serious, hopefully. So let's take a look what happens here. First of all, the setup. 2 of us go here for some reason. Okay, 3B. That is bad. That is really bad. 2 people are not enough for A. And look what happens. They go A. At least for now. So that's an issue. Okay, this is just absolutely unnecessary to have 2 people inside, 1 guy pushing through, and us here. Okay, it's
boiler,
just ridiculous.
Clean, guys, go.
Go A.
So I get a kill here, and then I get
I
traded.
think another guy in apartments, he's got coming
Yeah,
boiler.
it's A, go A.
But there's nobody in position here except for maybe Censored. Now they're coming in. Thankfully, the T's lost their bomb, so that's pretty funny. But ultimately, this should have been won by the T's at this point, simply because we were basically understaffed. And now we don't know what's going on because they forgot the bomb.
Seconds.
And I think this actually becomes a safe round.
Go B. Go B.
And you can hear here how like these guys are just horrible at
Sorry, go A.
at communicating. It's so frustrating to hear that. Like these 12-year-old kids that are just constantly spamming the mic with shit like go A, go B, A, go B. You know, that's just
Second mid, second mid.
Shout and push.
so it even gets me annoyed right now. It's really crazy. I actually had them muted at this point, by the way, because it was absolutely ridiculous.
They're not that nice.
So
Well played.
this was just a throw by the T's. They forgot the bomb here for no reason. They had the entry into A. They should have just gone A. We got really lucky to even win this round, to be honest. Again, because we only had 2 people, me and Censored, playing A, and 3 people B. So this is an issue, but for some reason, that was something that happened quite a bit. So at this point, we were actually talking to the guy we were queued with, Metric, and telling him to go A, and he did, of course. So now we are in a proper setup, 2-3. Unfortunately, this time, of course, we have some pretty aggressive play by T's towards B. But that's okay, because now we can have our Censored, our kind of a mid guy, rotate.
Steps B.
We're getting a nice call here this time around from our people calling it's B, which is correct in this case. So for some reason I'm not rotating here. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's B.
Somehow I think that was because I was muted. I had the other guys muted. Yeah, probably. So that was really bad. I should have been there earlier, and that would have actually like helped out. Apparently I decided to go in here. Well, they haven't planted yet, so I guess that's my chance. So let's see if I can make this 2v1 work. No, not at all. He gets me through the wood. And that sucked. This was sort of my mistake this round. I was holding quad, and I didn't get the call, I think because I had the guys muted because they were getting really annoying. In this case, I should have still realized it was B from looking at my minimap, and I should have rotated sooner, and I could have helped out my team much more. So that was pretty much 100% my mistake there in the end. Unfortunately, we keep getting picked in mid. Now I'm the only guy that's playing A. Nobody here is rotating. For some reason, we have 3B, 1A. So I'm the only person holding A, and I can't be everywhere, so mid is completely open.
Apartments for some reason.
Boiler is completely open. And I'm here in balcony trying my very best to hold this bomb site. Thankfully, Mishiak has noticed and is actually rotating.
Apartments, A.
I get the P250 kill. 5-7 kill, rather.
Oh no, you get bomb. Oh, you get bomb.
And our guys actually have the bomb. So this is really important. What do you do when you have the bomb? You stay fucking there, okay? You stay here. Why is everybody running away? What the fuck? Look at this. Why are we doing this? That's the stupidest thing. We're actually getting killed, including me, by the way. We're getting, like, killed. Now it's like...
With AK.
Just hold the
60
bomb.
HP.
30 seconds, he don't have time if you hold
Right,
the
that
bomb.
was completely unnecessary. We went in one by one, including me. When the bomb was down here, we should have all just safely rotated to the bomb. Okay, but for some reason, we decided to go in one by one and face our enemies when the bomb is right here. And this is a really good position for the bomb to be, because you can basically, you just need to hold this direction, and that's it. You can even camp in here, okay? So it's the easiest spot to defend the bomb on, like, except for maybe if it's dropped in here, and you just need to hold this. So it's really ridiculous. Now, we do get the kill, so we did, of course, we won the round, but it's important to understand that winning the round, while that's obviously most important, the most important thing, ultimately it's almost as important to be economical, and we weren't economical at all here, okay? Ultimately, we were simply losing way too many people. So as long as we don't, fix that issue with three of us inexplicably going B every round, there's just an issue, okay? And there was cause to this, by the way, if you're wondering. We were mentioning this. The problem was that the two Polish kids, for some reason, they really wanted to play B together. But one of our teammates, Metric, said that he didn't want that. And he had a good reason for that. Because A, one of the guys there was really bad. And B, the reason was also mostly that they weren't communicating properly. They weren't calling when stuff happened most of the time. Or they were calling things that didn't make any sense. So they were really kind of bad at holding a bomb site in that state. So his idea was, let me go there as well, forcing one of them. Okay, his idea here, this Metric guy, his idea was, let's get one of these guys to be smart enough to actually come A with us, so we get a split between the two groups that queued together, basically. That would have been really smart, but it didn't happen because these guys were mostly too stubborn to actually, rotate. They were still going 3B. So it was a problem of being stubborn, basically, and not adapting. So at this point, A is completely open because for some reason, we're both in apartments. I'm not sure what we were thinking. But yeah, so now it's 2v4 again. Nobody at B ever stands a chance. They all get entry fragged every time. They're not doing a very good job holding the bomb site here, but there's also no communication, so that's probably the issue. And then it's a 2v4, and we're actually forced to save, and it's just another round thrown out the window, and it's 9-13, so it's going to be 9-14, and the game is pretty much going to end in this fashion. And that was pretty much the last round I wanted to show you, so thank you for watching. I hope this kind of stuff helps because we are kind of MGE and DMG level. And I think this is kind of a level that a lot of people are at. This is the kind of the level where you could be aiming better, but you should also start thinking about strategy maybe a little bit. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. So I've already learned some things about us. When we play together, I'm going to enforce next time for us to make more simple calls and to just take an entry and get in and not just take an entry and then wait and then go to the other bomb site and try to meta the opponents because it doesn't seem to work at our level. And yeah, so maybe this helped you as well. So thank you for watching. My name has been Nihil, and of course I will show you the end of the map as well here in a second. Alright, it's 9:50 now. This is the last round. I promised I would show you the last round as well, because you probably want to know how the game ends. Now, I already spoiled it. It's going to be 9-16 here. I think that's not a real surprise. Our top fragger actually somehow gets 500 ping. He's actually lagging out here, 600 ping. 700 ping. It's pretty ridiculous. 2 people are in spawn. They're just trolling at this point. We only had one guy here and me here. It's completely fucked. The team play is completely gone. This guy is just trolling. This guy is lagged out. So it was really a communication breakdown. Like, it worked out pretty well on the T side. These guys weren't trolls. They weren't necessarily trying to be bad. Okay, I get an entry here. I get a trade or just a frag, really. But honestly, I mean, I get another kill, and I saw the guy graveyard, so I'm still thinking I'm having a fighting chance. I'm trying to flash in, which is actually a pretty nice improvised flashbang there. I saw the guy there. I'm trying to hit his head. For some reason, I'm not hitting it. And there's the guy with the AWP there, and I somehow don't connect, and there's the guy from the other side. So that was the end of the match. It was a communications breakdown. The guys we were queuing with here, Mishiek and Minix, there were like 12. You could hear that from their voices and stuff like that. But they weren't necessarily trying to be bad. They were just sort of lacking in a certain fashion, okay? They were just lacking in communication, and they were stubborn. They wouldn't rotate away from B when we told them to, basically. When we said, we want one of you and one of us to be B and the rest A, they wouldn't do that. They were sticking together. They were playing like a double that you wouldn't separate, like a couple or something for some reason. And that was ultimately what broke our CT side. We had always 2 people A, 3 people B, and that's horrible. Nobody plays Inferno that way. It couldn't work. So that was kind of my analysis on this. Again, thank you for watching. My name has been Nihil. Until next time, and bye-bye.